your matrix multiplication. Okay, so in this case, right, to do the matrix multiplication, we take the left one's row, multiply with the column, and then after that add. Okay, so 3 times 3 plus 4 times -1 plus t times 2 will give you the first element. Then after -2 times 3 plus 0 times -1 plus -1 times 2. Okay, so therefore then you can compare element to element. And conclude that t is equals to 2 and s is equals to -8. So 1 mark for being able to do the calculations correctly, and then answer 1 mark for both correct. Okay, so for part B, right, some of you did not get the full credit. Reason because you do not know what is the identity matrix. Then after that, just a very few of you, okay, do not know what A square actually means. A square means A times A. So we are supposed to do matrix multiplication of 2 matrices. However, some of you actually just take 1 square, 2 square, 0 square, -1 square. Okay, that is not correct. Okay, so we're supposed to do matrix multiplication. So 1 times 1 plus 2 times 0. Right, I'm just writing very clear steps over here, although you need not show it. Alright, you could just directly press into the calculator. And then the identity matrix actually refers to 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so in case you do not know, I need a recap. Identity matrices are square matrices such that the diagonal from top left to bottom right, okay, are ones. And then the rest are zeros. Okay, so depending on how big your square matrix required to be. In this case, it should be a 2 by 2 square matrix because over here is 2 by 2. Okay, there is no point if down here is 3 by 3 because you cannot simplify it. Okay, so upon simplification, this will give you 1001. So actually, if you had done this properly, this might help you to recall what is your identity matrix. Okay, so 1 mark for identifying this, 1 mark for simplifying, and then finally 1 mark for the answer. Okay, for 2A, right? Okay, this one is a no-brainer. Most of you would have gotten at least 1 mark because of part A. You just have to follow the table. And then after that, for part B, okay, AC is actually multiplied this way. Some of you have careless mistakes, so therefore sadly you could not get the correct answer. Okay, you swap the matrices around, right? So even if you swap the matrices around, I still don't know how you do your matrix multiplication because this is a 1 by 2 matrix and this is a 2 by 1 matrix. Actually can then you will get a 2 by 2 matrix. Yeah. If you swap it around, you get a 2 by 2 matrix.
2 by 3.
Okay. Sorry?
How is that 2 by 1?
Oh, sorry, 2 by 3. Oh, no wonder. Oh, sorry. So you swap, you cannot do it. Yeah. Right.
Then you get 1 by 2.
Okay. So matrix multiplication. I will skip the working this time round. Okay, you would get this matrix after you multiply it correctly. So this is 1 mark. C, then after that, for B, part B, your matrix here is just 1 mark as well. Generally, part C, if you understand how the matrix multiplication works, you would be able to explain well in part C. Okay, the elements of the matrix represent the total cost price of each type of noodle. Okay, yes. Okay, some of you did not write it correctly, okay, or your poor choice of words, okay, caused a different understanding of it. Right, so I would have either circle or underline it. Okay. Part D proved to be slightly challenging for some of you, rather for most of you. Okay, so it says that the number of bowls of fishball noodle, laksa, and wonton noodle sold in a day is 300, 180, and 240 respectively. Yet you are asked to form two matrices such that the elements of their product will give the total ingredients cost and total labor cost of the noodle store respectively. So that means how many elements are you expecting in your final matrix? You will be expecting how many elements? Do you know what is an element? This is 1 element, 2 element, 3 element, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You expect 6 elements. You will expect 2 elements, right? Because they just want you to have the total ingredients cost, which is 1, and total labor cost, which is another 1. Because it says respectively, right? Okay, so therefore you only want 2. Okay, so that means you are either expecting a 1 by 2 matrix or a 2 by 1 matrix. Okay, so you want a total ingredient cost, right, for the noodle store, okay, and the total labor cost. Okay, so the total ingredient cost will be if you take the fishball, laksa, and wonton, okay, multiply with the respective number of bowls of noodles, and then add them up together, right or not? So that's the idea that you will do. So you will take ingredient cost of each noodle, then multiply with the number of bowls of each noodle. Okay, so this is how you will do a simple calculation, alright? You take ingredient cost times number of bowls, and then after that you sum it up together, okay, plus the other types of noodles. So there are 3 types. So you need the fishball one first, then after that laksa, as well as wonton. Alright? So since you need the number of bowls of noodles, okay, you will require the information, okay, given in the question, which you can either write it as 300, 180, 240, or you can write it as 300, 180, 240 for the number of bowls. Then after that, the ingredient cost, okay, you actually already have the ingredient cost, and then you need another one for labor cost, right? You already have a matrix for it, okay, which is C. So that will be 0.45, 0.65, 0.70. Okay, so we can just use this matrix. Then after we need to determine, okay, which matrix will actually allow us to multiply with this, such that you will get you a 1/2 or 2/1 matrix. Okay, so this is a 2/3 matrix. Right? So you will need a 3 by something. So therefore, this is a 3/1 matrix. Okay, and then you will be able to get a 2/1 matrix. Okay, but before you perform the operation, you might just want to do a check. Are you taking the cost, okay, multiplying with the number of poles, and then after you're adding up, right? That is the things that you want to do. Then you add up 0.65 times 180 plus 0.70 times 240. So the calculations is sensible, okay, according to your logical thinking, okay, that you would have done without matrices. Alright? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so therefore, to do this question, you will take matrix C, multiply with the number of poles, and you will get 420198. Okay, there are just a very few of you who decide to actually change this matrix to another different order, which is perfectly fine. Okay, then after you use this matrix instead to do your multiplication, your answer still remains the same, okay, which is allowed. You understand what I'm saying? Any questions? Questions, please have it filed inside your file. Okay, bring it back home to file, and then we will continue with our probability from yesterday. Oh, sorry. Sorry, why I have the homework? So at least so only Ethan is absent. Anywhere for competition is it? Or JT also? Oh yeah. This one is so JT has to submit the homework, right? Yeah, right. Okay, let's look at B part 1, 2, 3, and 4 first. Okay, what's the answer for B part 1? Alexis, what's your answer? B part 1, question 1, the one that we did yesterday. Half. Okay, so how do you get half?
12 over 24.
So 12 over 24. So answer will be half. Okay, I wouldn't bother to rewrite the possibility diagram. You should have checked yesterday. Okay, then after that, part 2. Kemi, what's your answer? Part 2?
What?
Part 2. Question 1B, part 2. You have
1/3.
Huh?
1/3.
1/3. Why 1/3?
8 over 24.
Okay, because 8 over 24 is 1/3. Part 3, okay, probability of the sum being a perfect square. Jingkai, what's your answer? What's your answer, Jingkai? That the sum is a perfect square. 4 over 24, thank you. So it simplifies to 1 over 6. And then after the probability that the sum is less than 2, Werner, what's the answer? 0. Okay, then part 1, C part 1, okay, probability that the product is odd. Noel, what's the answer? Sorry? 6 over 24.